Time to lock and load. Got a really amazing week down in London. The next 3 days, actually 5 days, are going to be absolutely mental. Don't mind coming along for the ride because I'm home. How you doing? You all right? Good to see you. Dirty Burgers. Oh, hello. How you doing, mate? Hi. How you doing? And you, mate? Hello.
Hey, mate.
How are you?
You saw me kicking open the door.
Hello, mate. Cuddles. How you doing, man? Inside number 9 for Monday.
Oh, I got an email from Maggie last night, so I was going to do that first thing.
Excellent. It's quite difficult violin parts for me.
The cut is very weighty, isn't it?
It's weighty. Feel that.
Yes.
Look, Paul's here.
Hello. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, is it switchable on the power supply or not? No, fine, it's just a cardio. No, it's nice.
Individual notes.
Probably not.
Sampling.
We start with yes. Don't we? Well, don't we start with? Do we want to start with leggings? That's the question. I don't think we do. I think we.
So I got a VVIP coming in today to experience the joys of recording music one note at a time. It's going to be interesting to see what he makes of it all. Probably the biggest music educator on YouTube, but also a producer, engineer of great renown. Is it? Is it? Could it be? It's Rick Beato. How you doing, mate? You all right? Great to see you, man. You all right?
100
Okay.
mark, but version 6. Just that's like the vlogger camera now. And what's the handle? That's the handle's actually you can start recording and stop it. It's amazing. Is that made by Sony? Yeah. It's just like my A7. It's 2S. It's really great.
If you hold that and go like arm's length.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I was asking about that actually. I was like, does Christian have tendonitis in his elbow?
Yeah, I really do.
Are we doing We Wish You Merry Christmas now?
Yes.
Yes, if possible. Particularly the girls need to sing out loud.
So you know the canopy, have you heard about that? Yeah, this is a way of adjusting the RT time of the pool. So the higher up it is, the more reverberant the space is. And you can extend, these can be flipped over, so there's kind of, you can put, there's a kind of, in fact all of them can be flipped over, so it can be really...
So just motorised?
It's motorised up and down, yeah, but to flip all the panels, so you've got the reflective side on the bottom,
Okay.
you have to bring it right down to the floor. So it can come all the way down, and then, because you've used it like that.
Yes, I wanted a small room once, and only the hall was available, so they gave me it for Air One price.
Yeah.
And we basically brought the canopy all the way down to kind of just above head height, and then with what's called the mellow,
Yeah.
that foam stuff, Mellotech. Yeah, we built a room in here so it was totally dry. I mean, what a waste of resources. But also it was extraordinarily important. I was trying to get more out of the tuba, and he said I can't blow any harder because the ceiling's so low. I'm blowing the air out, and it's blowing back into the hall.
Thank you. Wow, unbelievable, Christian. Look at this. God, I've only seen it in pictures here.
It's great. It's such a beautiful building.
Okay, so this is what Christian looks like most of the time. You never see this thing sticking out of his arm, but it's become a permanent appendage right here.
And I'm going to get one of those cameras because the tendon, or whatever it is I've got, basically. Vloggeritis. But it's this bloody thing that's so heavy as well.
Zoom on this. Check it out here.
Oh, that's good.
It's really smooth.
That's great. And the image quality.
It's
And what do you
excellent.
shoot at? Are you 1080 or are you 4K?
I shoot at 1080. You shooting at 4K?
Yeah, the main reason I do it is not really for image quality, but more just you can zoom in like 100% and you lose nothing.
You use that for editing purposes, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
How big are your files?
Oh,
Massive,
yeah, absolutely. This reminds me, there's a Belgian film about a serial killer who's got a fly on the wall documentary following him around as he kills people.
Right.
And he bumps into another serial killer with another film camera crew. So lucky to have Paul as a partner. It's been about 11 years. Often, you have a, can't be seen in the same room together and all that kind of stuff. But we just really get on. But do you know what? It's the same as my marriage. The two most successful relationships of my life are relationships where I'm allowed to be myself. And that's what. Because Paul and I are very different. He rolls his eyes about me from time to time, and I roll my eyes about him. Yesterday was a great day with Rick. So many insights into being a successful YouTuber. He's so passionate about the platform, with particular attention to the fact that music is kind of being stripped away from YouTube because of copyright claims, copyright strikes, and just a general fear from the kind of creator community of using music on YouTube for fear of getting demonetized, of getting videos taken down, etc., etc. And I think this is a very interesting subject. It's interesting, I think Rick and I share an anxiety that yet again there's a new technology in town, and the innate suspicion of the music industry is potentially writing itself off this enormous platform. The music industry sees YouTube as some kind of broadcaster, where Rick and I see it as a form of social media. And by removing music, or professional music, used in the sense of underscore, which is my craft as a media composer, we create a fertile breeding ground for AI, for royalty-free music. And yet again, we'll have to come back into the fold, late to the party, just like we did with the MP3. And we know what the MP3 did for the music industry. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I have the answers here, and I don't think Rick does either, but I'm pretty certain that having an open mind is probably the best starting point, not approaching it with a kind of deep disdain, suspicion, or indeed cynicism. Anyway, it's going to be great to discuss that further with him this afternoon. We're doing a couple of interviews. This week, it's a tough week actually, because obviously doing 3 really big sessions here at the studios with Spitfire, but I've got a session on Monday for Inside Number 9, so I'm orchestrating, getting notes in for that, alongside playing host to a YouTube VIP. I've also got a really hectic session to do tomorrow. I'm actually playing a piano in here all day tomorrow, which I'm actually dreading, to be honest. So, Jake, I thought of doing a piano book special for the piano session tomorrow. Right. But I thought it's not fair because I can't give away. No. Because obviously we're making a commercial thing. Yeah. But I thought maybe I could get a toy piano and do a little one. Yeah. Do a quick schnufter. Yeah. So you got a bit angry on the internet yesterday.
A little bit.
How's it going?
I feel good today.
That's brilliant. I don't know if you're in a similar position, but with my YouTube channel, one of the things that I enjoy is I'm not chasing a career as a film composer anymore. I'm still doing work, but it's not my ultimate goal. So it enables me to be kind of quite truthful. And is that the same for you?
Yeah, with production, definitely.
Yeah.
No question about it.
Absolutely.
You can talk honestly about it because you don't have to worry about working with anyone again.
Absolutely. And I think it provides really valuable content. I think one of my most successful videos is how much I get paid as a composer. Yeah. And people just don't talk about this stuff.
I talk about that on the production side. I've talked about that in videos in the past, and people really appreciate that because they have no idea, most people, unless you actually have had any success. I've told people how much you make when you have a hit song, for example, how much the radio airplay pays, things like that. So I think it's useful.
Another day's work. I'm dreading tomorrow, Rick. I've got to play the piano for like 9 hours tomorrow. Oh,
no problem.
One note at a time. It's all I can about muster these days, my piano chops.
That's the best way to play it. One note at a time.
Oh, look. We're going to have a conference. A number of times I've got to the top of that hill, though, there's no SD card in. Yeah. Somewhat salubrious surrounds of the Ham Yard Library. I've kind of been dreading today because it's me who's actually doing the sampling, as in I'm physically playing a piano. As part of this project that we've been doing, I'm going to see if I can sneak in a little piano book schnufty though. What's really nerve-wracking about it is I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning working on Inside Number 9, sessions tomorrow, dub tomorrow. Hi there, going to Air Studios, Lyndhurst Road. So it's not that I've got to do the sampling, which is always a challenge. I've got to do the sampling, having had about 3 hours sleep. Another day, another set of samples. It's always great to be here, even on the weekend. So I did this video on reverbs, Jake.
Yes.
And,
I watched it.
oh,
I
did
watched
you?
it before bed last
Oh,
night.
did you? Did you
Yeah.
find it interesting?
I did find it very
The
interesting.
effects were quite.
Yeah.
The further you went in,
Yeah, yeah, it was
the less.
fascinating.
Yeah. We had lots of questions. One was like, why weren't you involved? Because when I talk reverbs, you're always in the. People saying, well, it wasn't a fair comparison because I should have done it with convolution.
Reverb.
But I still don't think they get the beginnings. I don't know. What do you
Well, there's a thing is your convolution reverbs. We've sampled one, not one at Air, which we know isn't allowed to be done, but we've done other rooms, and you often just use a sweep. So the beginning is always going to be different because of the instrument and the volume and
the direction of travel of sound.
Yeah,
I was
well,
talking about
I saw
trumpets
that.
versus French.
yeah,
wasn't
absolutely.
it?
Yeah. Okay, I think we should be fine.
No dying today. Jake here, me here, being sensible.
I know the phase of these guys. It's over 21 years. Yeah, I think the actual impact of the sound does make a big difference to the convolution. I mean, yes, the convolution probably would have been slightly closer, but I think your results were still for what you were trying
Rooms
to achieve.
are definitely better.
So at the end of this part, Christian, when you finish and you release and you sit like this, afterwards, can you just play a chord and just hold still? Is that okay?
Are we rolling, chaps? The day started with me being all nervous and stuff, all kind of tired and a bit grumpy. But there's never a day at Air Studios that isn't a magical one. It's part of the room, part of the mics, part of the gear, but most of all, it's the people. Filth. Take care, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thanks so much for today.
It's been spiritual, Jake, as always.
Awesome, matey. Nice
care,
one.
mate. Lovely to see you, man.
Lovely to see you. I'll see you soon.
Thanks for your help, Jack. Take care, man. Long live the Barlow mic setup. Yeah. And the what they called the stingrays. See you later, guys. Off to Air Adele Studios, Baker Street. Miserable London, murky, horrible day. To do a string session for Inside Number 9. There we go. It's the smell of recording studios, my little lady. Get used to it.
I thought this was the place for the... No, the first place is the funny place.
Here we are. I know I've shown you this before, but for those of you who missed the last one, this mic cupboard is absolutely amazing. They've got some original C12s, serial number 1013, awesome U47s, and just everything, just brilliant vintage. Amazing KM84s, U87s, KM86s. Oh, I love these. Probably some, you know, if you're gonna get a C414, it should look like this, really, shouldn't it? So, really lovely stuff. Great sounding live room, and this is all fully operational, so you can hit tape here as well. Big advert for Adele. That's where the proposition was recorded and stuff.
I can, I'll download them.
Yeah, if you don't, yeah, thanks, mate. Cool, brilliant, thanks. So, what have we got on the cello?
That's U47, Norman U47.
87.
That's one of the new 67s.
Oh, great! How are you finding them?
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, very pleased.
And so bass is going to be
This is FET 47.
and then Royers.
And then these are two Royal 122s.
Ribbons.
Yeah, the active ribbons, yeah.
And then you've got the stereo Flum Flum Royer up here.
Yeah, that's the SF24V, which is
their Valve version of it.
Great.
Again, active, yeah. Awesome. Thanks as always for staying to the end and for joining me on this sojourn in London. More of a standard behind the scenes vlog, I guess, but I've made some interesting bits of content, I hope. One is an interview with Rick Beato, really kind of invaluable insight into YouTube and his feelings on the future of music royalties, that kind of stuff, an interesting kind of opposing view to maybe some of yours, interesting to consider. I've also done massive amounts of behind the scenes of Inside Number 9, including a full 3-hour video of us doing the session, the one that just went by. I'm going to release to you the PDF of the score so you can follow the score whilst I run the session. So that'd be good. And a very, very special piano book. So thanks as always for staying for the duration. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Exciting stuff coming up. Ding that bell if you want to be notified the next time I put a video up. And one of those, always really appreciate it if you like what I've done here today. See you next time.